trying to stack the bricks to fit the kingdom, ain't no Tetris. Like a candidate for office, wanna win election. I be working 1 through 6 and resting on the 7. I know coming to the truth, no doubt my biggest blessing. We sent to teach the saints with love and help them find a way. Riding through the spirit, helping me with what to say. We were slaves, you gon' be slaves, that I say even trade. Our salvation cost a ticket, but the price is paid.
Luke chapter 22.
Wait, am I reading it?
Yeah, you can.
Chapter 22 and what?
22 and 11.
Oh, you get it? I mean, you can get it if you... Oh, you got it.
You got it, dude?
I don't have it.
No, yeah, I got you.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 11.
Bring it up.
And ye shall say unto the good man of the house, the master says unto thee, where is the guest chamber?
Where's the guest chamber, right? For what?
Where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples.
Where I shall eat what?
The Passover with my disciples.
So that's the Last Supper right there, brother. Christ kept the Passover. You heard of the Passover?
Yeah.
You heard of the Passover? Okay. Let's get Exodus chapter 12 real quick. Let's go to Exodus chapter 12. You can grab it out of there.
Exodus chapter 12.
And let's get
I thought the Bible verses the Lord. Somebody.
Yeah.
Come on. I'll start at.
Matter of fact, you can Leviticus 23 and 5. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 5. All praises.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 5.
Bring it up.
In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is what?
Is the Lord's Passover.
On the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover, right? Keep it open. Let me get Deuteronomy 16 and 16. Now, the Lord's Passover is a day to be kept to remember us being freed out of slavery in Egypt, all right? Our people were enslaved in Egypt under the Pharaoh.
That's right.
All right, and Moses was given the charge by the Most High to go in and tell the Pharaoh to let his people go, all right? His people being the Israelites. You got it, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 16 and verse 16.
Bring it up. Yep.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread.
And the what?
In the feast of unleavened bread.
The feast of unleavened bread is the feast that we keep in that time. The first day of the feast of unleavened bread is the Passover, right? So what Christ and his apostles were doing were keeping the Passover. See that? Which is the Lord's Passover, which is a commemoration of us leaving Egypt in slavery underneath the Pharaoh. All praises. You know what your nationality is, brother? You said it's a Hebrew what?
Israelite.
Israelite? You know what your nationality is, sister? An Israelite? Okay, all praises. Was your father a so-called black man, Latino or Native American man? Black? Okay, well let us show you, because we could be saying anything, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 1 and 1 real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
So Moses, after he freed us from Egypt, right, by the hand of the Most High God, he was speaking to the Israelites right here, right? Let's see what he said about the Israelites in chapter 7 and verse 6.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
What do you say we are?
A holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said the Israelites are a holy people unto God, right? Which means a set apart people. So they're set apart from all the people, right? Keep on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So he said the Israelites are set apart and special people, right? Now follow me. Let's see how set apart and special he said they are.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He said the Israelites are above all people upon the face of the earth. Y'all agree with that? All praises. Who do you think the best people is on this earth?
Us.
Us, right?
Medics and James, what we can do.
That's why they don't
Can't
like
teach half of it.
All praises. You said what now?
That's why they don't like us.
That's why they don't like us? That's definitely a part of the reason why they don't like us.
Don't nobody like black people, and then nobody like you.
That's right. All praises. Now watch this. I have a question for y'all too, right? If we're God's chosen people, the best people on the planet, why are we at the bottom?
Because that's how society made it.
That's how society made it?
I feel like it's a test though.
Okay.
Faith.
Test of faith?
Because you give us our own free will. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like it's really not free because he already gave us instructions to follow. So with what we eat, with what we put in our body, everything like that is, I feel like the internet and the founding fathers, you know, not saying like this, but the white people came and brainwashed everything. So now everything is brainwashed to where for us to believe that, oh, we got to do this, we got to work. If you look at the school is the same as a what?
Prison. Exactly.
The school bus is the same as a what?
It's a school to prison pipeline, prison bus. We understand that.
You know what I mean?
Now, with me asking that question, right? Clearly, there's a reason why God's chosen people are at the bottom, right? You all understand that? Let's see biblically why that reason is, right? Because there's a lot of branches as to how we got here, but there's a root to the problem of why we're in this situation, right? We need Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass.
That it shall come to pass is talking about prophecy. Meaning it's going to happen, right? That what?
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we don't listen to God.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So if the Israelites don't listen to God to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, what's going to happen?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See that? He said, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. And that's what we're going through right now. We're going through curses, generation from generation, that it came upon our people because we stopped keeping the commandments of God. See that?
You don't mind me asking, what version is this?
It's the King James Bible. All right? Which the King James is going into the translations from the Masoretic text and what's it called? The Greek Septuagint. Appreciate you. All praises. So what we see here is that we were cursed for not keeping the commandments of God, right? Now,
but then Jesus, that's what Jesus came to break those curses.
To break those curses? Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Right? If not keeping the commandments of God, God is cursed, right? What should we do with the commandments of God now to get uncursed?
You still gotta follow him, but he came to release.
You gotta follow him, right? You gotta follow him. You said he came to do what now?
You are the new covenant now. Jesus came in and brought us in.
Well, let's see that real quick because Christ did come, right? But like you said, we still gotta keep the commandments, right? So you agree with that?
Under the new covenant, the old agreement doesn't apply to the new agreement. You have to keep the covenant under the new agreement under Christ.
Well, let's see real quick. Let's get Hebrews 8 and 8.
Are we going through curses right now?
Oh yeah, because of what we do.
Well, didn't Christ already come?
Christ already came, right?
But
we still cursed after he left.
Still, if you keep doing the same thing.
Step over there, sister, so they can hear you.
I don't know what's going to be out here. But if you keep doing the same thing, you're not going to get released. God is not going to reward you for your sin.
Well, let's see the Bible agrees real quick. All right, sister. When we hear what you just walk with us real quick. Let me get Hebrews 8 and 8. Because that's a good thing the sister understands, right? Is that there is a new covenant, right? Which we agree that there is a new covenant. Let's see if we're in the new covenant right now, according to the Bible. All right, you got it.
Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the.
So he said he will make a new covenant, which we agree with, right? Go ahead.
With the house of Israel.
With who?
With the house of Israel. And with the house of Judah.
For the Israelites, right? Now let's see real quick if the Israelites are in this new kingdom. You got it, bro.
Not according to the covenant that I made.
It's like a new covenant, not new kingdom. Let's see if we're in the new covenant yet.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
Because we stopped keeping the commandments, so we got cursed, right? So he said, not according to the old covenant, but go ahead.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days.
So after our curses are fulfilled and Christ returns, then he will make that new covenant. Let's keep going. You're gonna get a little more understanding through this.
Saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts.
He said, I will put my laws into their mind and do what?
And write them in their hearts.
And write them in their hearts. Man, they won't even be able to sin. Do we still sin today, sis? We do, right? So off that alone, we're not in the new covenant yet. But we'll keep going, though, just in case we're tripping, right? Let's keep reading.
And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
And watch this. Go ahead.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord.
Do we still teach our people to know the Lord, right? Trying to teach them who our God is, who Christ is. We still do that, right? So if the new covenant if it says that when we're in the new covenant that we won't have to teach them, and we're still teaching today, what does that mean?
We're not in the new covenant
Say that again?
We're not in the new covenant
We're not in the new covenant yet. And watch this. It continues. Real quick, we're gonna get this understanding. All praise, and that's why you gotta read. You know what I mean, for yourself to really know these things, right? The Most High is gonna impart that wisdom. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. God, it says, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
He says, all shall know me from the least to the greatest. We're not there yet. Now jump down real quick to 15. You got it. How many 13?
And that he said, a new covenant. He has made the first old.
He made the first old. Watch this.
Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away.
It is ready to vanish away. Meaning it hasn't vanished away yet. And that was in Hebrews after Christ died. You see that? So until Christ comes back, we're still in that old covenant. When he comes back to save the Israelites from all their sins and from the hands of all that hate them, then he's going to usher in that new covenant.
That's right.
His death, burial, and resurrection was the beginning of the new covenant. Was the blood that was sacrificed for the new covenant. Because there has to be a sacrifice for a covenant, right? Now getting back to who we are as a people, right? So we said that if breaking the commandments of God is cursed, what should we do with the commandments of God now?
Follow his rules.
Follow the commandments, right? Instead of breaking them.
I'm telling you what to do to get to me in afterlife.
All
If you don't want
praise.
to do it,
You're not going to receive the everlasting life, right?
I need it.
Now, all praise. We all do. You're right about that, brother. We all need it. Now, let us, Lord willing, give you a commandment, right? So that you guys can start to keep, Lord willing, that you may not have known of, right?
Right.
All praise. Let me get Leviticus 11. So I got one more question for you guys, right? Well, I can say one more, Lord willing. All right. You guys eat pork? You don't eat pork? You eat pork? Sometimes. What about shrimp, crab, lobster? No? All praises.
Seamoss.
What about sea moss? Okay. So we're still going to bring this out, sister, so you can see this. And we'll bring out another one for you so you can see that one as well. So you can start to work on another one. Let's get this real quick. Leviticus 11.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring
And
it
the
up.
swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
Which is the pig. Go ahead.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
Keep going.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
What did he say?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat. You see that? Now, I'm going to ask you this question. How many commandments are there?
They say it's 10.
They say it's 10?
I think it's more than that.
Okay. What about you, sister?
I don't know exactly, but I know what's going on.
More than 10? All praise. So, y'all be correct. There's more than 10. All right. They say there's 10, but there's well over 600 commandments. The Most High God wants us to do, or things that he wants us to not do. All right. In this case, he wants us to not eat pork. All right. I'm going to finish it out real quick for me.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
We can't eat their flesh, and we can't touch their carcass. They're unclean to us. All right. Now, let me get Numbers chapter 15, verse 37, please.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
So he says, speak unto the children of Israel, and do what?
And bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments.
So he said, bid them, meaning command them to put fringes on the borders of their garments, right? Go ahead.
Throughout their generations.
No, just at that time.
Throughout their generations.
So now, real quick, just to rewind, we got that in our dietary law, we can't eat pork, right? Now he's giving us a commandment that we have to wear fringes. Nehemiah.
These are fringes.
We have to wear fringes on the borders of our garments throughout our generations, right? Keep on.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue. It doesn't matter what color blue, it has to be a ribbon of blue, right? Upon the fringes of your border, right? On the border of your fringes. Well,
Come in a lot of things. I only came to get my daughter from eat.
okay. Okay, well, what's your nationality, sister?
What's up?
Israelite, all praises. And what do we gotta do to know that we Israelite? We gotta keep what? All praise. That's what we gotta keep the commandments of God.
Yeah.
We gonna get your number though, Ken. Yeah. All praise. We gonna finish the talk. This is good to know. All praise.
774 Georgia. Yeah. 3140.
We get with you so we can get you your first friend shirt. That's always on us. All praise. You got it, brother.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
What is it for?
Remember all the commandments of the Lord,
And what?
and do them.
No, just hear it.
And do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart, or in your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
That's important, man. We need that constant reminder, right? The Holy Spirit is going to bring things to remembrance for you. But it's also good to have this because this is also a physical reminder that you can see, all right, to keep the commandments, all right? And it's a commandment. All praise to the Most High. Nice to meet you, gang.
Can't wait for Monday, y'all.
Oh,
Trying to stack the bricks to fit the kingdom, ain't no Tetris. Like a candidate for office, wanna win election. I be working 1 through 6 and resting on the 7. I know coming to the truth, no doubt my biggest blessing. We sent to teach the saints with love and help them find a way. Riding through the spirit, helping me with what to say. We were slaves, you gon' be slaves, and I say even trade. Our salvation cost a ticket, but the price is paid. I know that I need both to make it. Walk by faith and not by sight, my shades are like Jamaicans. Got some Levites on them islands, we don't call them Haitians. You can't make it to the kingdom by commandment breaking. If you're struggling with sins, they get behind me, Satan. You know the times now, going up ain't going down. You don't know the prophecies, but you gon' find out. Fire gon' be everywhere, cause he gon' bring them bombs out. Couple times I fell into a pit, he helped me climb out.